right lane. Looks like it's going up and passing. Right lane. It's going to be the right lane.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have Take It to the Track, sponsored by Osceola County Sheriff Office. I guess that's how you say it. Yes. So at Orlando Speed World, every Thursday for the next 2 weeks, you know, they had the first one, we went to the second one, they have 2 more coming up. We were gonna go because Danny wanted to run 10s, and we saw last week it was pretty empty and it's better than the test and tune night. So Danny put a tire in his ATSV, modded ATSV, and he was planning on running 10s, and it ended up a bunch of us showing up. Marty said he was gonna go with the Supra with E85 and downpipe. I said I would race him from a dig since I owe that to him, and depending on that we would do a roll. Pat was gonna come with the GT350, headers, E85. I said I would race him too, dig and roll, whatever, even though if the car is faster or not, stock Camaro. We had Omar come with the Mustang V6, 373 Gearz. We did that swap last week. We put differential lockouts, vertical links, and he already had subframe supports. So we'll see if that did a difference. Jaime with the BMW M2 competition. I took a picture of that car in my Instagram, and he was in the roll to Tampa. He came too. He's the first time. He got a helmet, and we did a little track 101 videos, and I went and showed him kind of how to stage and do everything. We'll see how he runs. Thomas came with the EcoBoost. His engine's back in, built engine, turbos, corn, 85, and he's still in revisions, but he wanted to run it still. Noah came with his 80s Thunderbird, I want to say, and ran 2. We have a race or 2 of him. And Will, I have a teammate from my basketball team. His name is Will. He's new to the area. He brought his C4 with his LS swap engine, 6.0. I think it's a truck engine. He's working on that. He wanted to get a baseline before he builds it up, so he went there too. So ended up a lot of us showing up, so that's why I'm doing most of the talking now. I'll show you the video. I did some vlogging within the car after the races, but we might be able to, I might be able to talk of it in between if I have to. If not, enjoy the runs. Right now you got me and Marty were the first race to start it off, because I wanted to get him on his first race, and from there you just have to see what happens. All right, I'm racing Marty now. So close, so close. He beat me by 0.07. That's nothing. I was praying that block at the 1320 would have been so close. I mean, he has a downpipe and an E50 tune, so I knew it was going to be faster. I didn't think I would win, but I still maybe have a chance if he spun and the car wasn't fast enough. But it was fast enough. He caught off at the end. The car's moving. The car's definitely moving. I took off on him and right at the end. So, And then Danny got his first 10-second pass. That's awesome. ATSV in the 10s, and it's still got some more coming, and good weather. When we get good weather and he finicles that tune and figures it out, that car's gonna be, I mean, it's already fast, but it's gonna be way better. So let's keep on watching. All right, here we go. I'm racing Pat now. Racing Pat.
96 26 and 128 in the tower side. Now we switch it around. Camaro in the tower side. Going to get the Ford Mustang in the right lane. That's the track. Oh, red light. Tower side, 1220, 113 miles an hour.
I red lit. 0.03, I think. Dang it. Two things. I didn't keep my routine. I didn't put the camera that way. And I set up my foot wrong. So it slipped. When I hit the gas, it moved. I need to press the brake harder. So I have to rerun Pat. Dang it. Oh, I'm digging Pat again. Can't leave it like that. 12.2 at 113, and he went 12.2 at 119. Yeah, my bad. I'll race him again.
Little Audi gets a jump on the Supra. Oh no, he is just too far out. Right lane, 1116, 123 miles an hour. Supra.
That's what I was saying.
Mustang goes in deep a little bit. That's the race right here. The land gets at 1254. Nice little pass right here. Just having a good old time going down the drag strip here around the big road. Power side gets through 12, 13 out of it. So Marty Lopez is
on track. Hopefully, send out the right message.
Started recording late. I don't know what happened to Pat. I thought he was in the pocket. Shit. Alright, so on the rematch, I cut it on some like 0.05 and I took off. And as I'm looking, I don't see Pat. So I'm thinking he's in the blind spot of the Camaro and I'm not trying to lean and figure it out. You know, I just think he's there because his car's fast. You know, if he's there, he's probably coming and passing me. So I'm looking. And as I see I'm approaching, you know, the 1320, the end of it, I turn my flashers on to fuck with him because it's street racing night, right? So you mess with them, you turn the flashers on. That's what people do, I guess. And so I turn the hazards on as I know I'm gonna win. I win, and then I let off, and I'm expecting him to come by me like cars usually do when you let off. But he doesn't come by, so I turn the flashers off and I start looking for him. And then I see him like way out there. I guess I don't guess, he stalled. I guess the car hooked. He went lower on the RPM because on the earlier race he went higher and he spun. So this time he went lower and it hooked, but it hooked and it stalled. So.
Sounds nice. 1409 and 97 miles an hour on the outside. Thank you.
Wait to 50 days. reaction time. It's Thomas.
You know, the old race over there by the 15 got shut down. I know you hear all and try to spread the word that we are open. We are a premier.
All right, I'm road racing Pat. I lost the Pat, but that's okay. We knew he was faster. It's a roll. I'll take it. He turned the hazards on because I did the same to him, but that's cool. So I noticed I turned traction control all the way off. I was on first gear, my 1 to 2 gear, not good. And I spun when I took off. So yeah, I should have left it in competition. All right, so I got my ass handed to me on the roll. The GT350 is fast. Of course it was. I knew it was, you know, but from a dig I have a chance. It's a manual car. I shouldn't be racing manual cars versus auto, but Pat's a good driver. He can drive the car and it's fast. So, I mean, if he would have the one where I didn't red lit and he would have hooked, I don't know, it'd be up there. He probably could win, you know. But anyways, so on the roll, the only thing I'm gonna say is we talked before to the 10th, and street racing, you always know somebody jumps or not or whatever, or you lose and somebody misses third gear. There's always something going on. So I was talking to Marty BSing before, and I was like, man, Pat's probably gonna jump. And he's telling him, he's like, I'm gonna tell him to turn the hazards on you when he gaps you. And sure shit, you know, we ran. We said we were gonna go to the tent, and you couldn't see it from the other angle, but I'm gonna show you this one where you see the lights and you can hear his car. Clearly when the light goes green, we're not even at the tent, which was happening with everybody. That's why we said we would go at the tent. So the light goes green and Pat just takes off.
Where our vital warm Travis is going to give him the
And I was still slow to react to that. So as soon as he takes off, you know, we're getting to the tent, and then I hit it. And I had traction control all the way off, so I spun a little bit, but I still kind of like lit off and got on it right away. But by that time, the GT350 is eating and it's revving up high, and it was gone. And sure as shit, he turned the hazards, and it's pretty cool. I'll take it. You know, it's payback. It doesn't matter. It's in racing, road racing. I knew even if he would have, you know, we would have stayed by looking at the times, I don't think I would have a chance anyways. But it would have been as bad. Like, it was bad. He took off. There was no way. There was no gaining, no stationary point. All the way to the end, he was gaining all the way. So that's pretty good. Pat got smart there and went on green and then just like beat the shit out of me. So
right, pushing ahead on the right lane. Infinity and beyond. 1044 under.
All right, so that last race that I did, after I rolled Pat, I was so mad because I got whooped. And I remembered that I saw Jaime, he ran a 12.1, which I've been running 12.2s. And did I run a 12.1 that night? No, all I did, oh yeah. And versus Marty, I ran a 12.1 at 115. And he ran a 12.1, he ran 12.2s and then a 12.1. I was like, well, we're pretty paired up. So I was waiting for him to see if we can get real quick for another roll. And I saw him, we talked, and we said the same thing. Let's go at the tent. All right, I'm racing Jaime and M2C now.
All right, BMW coming up on the top side, going against the Camaro. Pushing on ahead, Camaro Navy coming around. Here comes the Camaro.
That was a really good race. We were like right there, right there. I barely won, barely. I won by 0.01. That's how close that was. And that's all the races. It was a pretty good night, you know. M2 competition roll within 0.01. Pat's races with the GT350, it was off. I red lit, he stalled. Then I would say he took off early. So, I mean, at some point we'll get it running again. Maybe when I do some mods in this and we're pretty more paired up, we can do a roll again that I can maybe keep up. But from a dig, it all depends of me not eating in the light and him sticking or not to actually have a good race. So I'm pretty sure we'll see one down the road. Our cars are not meant to go straight away, but since that's what most of the group does, we'll go out there and have fun every now and then. So yeah, I'm excited to actually go to, you know, a circuit track and have fun with him. That's gonna be cool. Marty ran 11.7 at like 121 was his fastest, I want to say. He did some rolls, but on the rolls the car wasn't up to temp and it wasn't letting him go full send, so that's why that Infinity beat him. And then I think he lost to a S4 off the line, but Marty was sleeping. I don't know if he was eating a sandwich or what was he doing, but that's usually off the light. That's when you're not used to it. You're just sitting there and waiting. And hey, it's green, let's go. When the other car actually took off on the second yellow. Danny ran his 10s. That's awesome. ATSV's fast. Gotta make a video so I get to drive it. Or Marty can make a video, so Marty drives it. And Omar with the Mustang V6 with the 373 swap. And a couple things we did, he went from a 14.2, I think is what we did last time. He ran a 13.5 at 101. Previous to that, when we went, it was a 14.2 at 98, I think. So that's some improvement there. Plus him, you know, practicing and driving and launching and shifting. He's still working on that. Only his second time at the track. Let me see what else. And that's pretty much it. You know, Jaime for his first time on the M2C, he was excited. And I think they're going back next Thursday, all the BMWs. I might go. I'm not going to make a video. I'm just going to go and enjoy it. Will with the Corvette, he did awesome taking off on the C4. I talked to him. His engine is already almost out of the car, so he can start building it. And I mean, it's a good night. We all ran, everybody drove home, everybody made it home, and that's always a good night. So yeah, if you like the video, you know, give us a thumbs up. Let us know in the comments what you think about the races, you know, fair, unfair, who messed up, who didn't mess up. Just let me know what you think, and subscribe to see what's coming up next. We got some changes coming to the channel. So yeah, see you guys next time. Peace.